Welcome back to the channel, everyone. Hope everyone had a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Welcome to 2024. The first thing I want to do is give a shout out to everybody that subscribed in 2023 to my channel. It's kind of weird because at the beginning of the year I only had like 350 subscribers. As of today, which is January 30th, 2024, I have 702 subscribers. That's almost double subscribers that I had in a year's time. So thank you everyone for subscribing, watching my videos, liking, sharing, commenting, all of that stuff. I really appreciate it. If you haven't subscribed, you're new to the channel, subscribe, hit that subscribe button. Doesn't cost anything. You can hit the bell for notifications or not. I'm not a big YouTuber, so it's not increasing my algorithm or whatever that people like Fab Rats and all those guys have, big YouTubers. So, but yeah, if you don't care, subscribe, like, share, comment, help me out a little bit. I would greatly appreciate it. But anyway, I just wanted to say thanks to everybody for doing that. Haven't had a video in a while, so I got a few updates to show you and a couple things I'm doing around the shop. I believe I have sold the small 4x4 garden tractor that I have. The guy put a deposit on it, but he hasn't messaged me in 3 weeks, so I don't know what's going on with it. I got another guy that wants it too, so he said let him know if it doesn't sell. But anyway, I put a new seat on that, or a different seat. Guy wanted a different seat, but anyway, just thank you all for, like I said, for subscribing and liking and sharing and commenting. I greatly appreciate it. But anyway, I got a few things I want to show you guys. I'll pick you back up here in a minute when I get everything turned around and set up, and we'll show you what's going on. All right, so here's one of the purchases I made since last update to the channel. Charger Automatic Electro 12. Somebody has repainted it, put a different seat on it. The tractor runs, the engine runs good. It's got a few issues. Somebody rewired it and wired the lights so they're on all the time, which drives me nuts. I don't know why you wouldn't just spend an extra few minutes to put a switch in it. The other problem is when you start it, sometimes the switch doesn't even click or anything, but then next time it'll fire right up. So I've got to look and see if I've got to shorten a switch or what I've got there. It's definitely a little nerve-wracking and makes you want to get frustrated. But anyway, the other major things are the engagement lever for the hydro. It won't stay up and it won't go down all the way. So I don't know if somebody put the wrong belt on it, if it's got a spring problem. And then when you go forward, obviously it goes forward and back, but you really have to crank on it to get it to go backwards. So that's the four things I got to fix on it. The hydro, it came with a snow plow, got axle brackets, and it came with a mower deck. I don't know much about the mower deck. Snow plow I've already put on a different tractor for my son and grandson. But yeah, it's gonna work on it a little bit. Hope you take you guys along. The coil on it is the external resistor. So it's got this little white thing down here for the resistor part of it. Which it's okay, I'm just not a fan of it, but anyway, that is what it is. But then the other thing I got is my 753. I love this little tractor. I've almost got the completion of 701, 753, 754, so I got all the 7 horses. I just need a 702, but this tractor runs really good, fires right up. But the other day I did some horse trading and got this early snowplow from a local guy that's also a collector. And I thought, you know what, I'm gonna put that on there because light snows, whatnot, it's easier to get this tractor out than it is my plow tractor, which is my 520, which is what I help a lot of the neighbors plow their driveways, a few elderly people. But anyway, I'm anxious to put that to use for a few times this year if we get any more snow. We've had one snow, but my main problem with this tractor is, and I've got a Kohler manual up there. Might take you along with this one as well. Is the I believe the governor is messed up on it a little bit, because with the tractor running, if I barely pull out on the throttle, it just goes straight to full throttle. I mean, just revs to the moon. And I'm pretty sure, in talking to one buddy and looking at the manual, that my governor's out of adjustment. So I'm going to mess with that, probably take you along with me on that, and show you what the manual says and how we go about doing that. So, but anyway, I'll pick you back up when I get started on one of these projects. All right, everyone, I put you on the tripod here, and I'm going to start off with the 753, try to adjust the governor on this. I've only done this one other time, and that was on my big tractor. When I first got the big four-wheel drive, it wouldn't even pull itself on the trailer, and come to find out, the governor was way out of adjustment. On it was out of adjustment to the low side. On the 753 here, I believe the governor is out of adjustment on the high side, because like I said previously, you barely touch the throttle and it just goes full throttle. So what we're going to do is I'll get my color book out to verify that, but start by taking the hood off and see if I can get you a little closer to what I'm talking about with the governor. So start by getting these hood pins, hood nuts off. For those that are not wheel horse people or round hood junkies, there's 3 of them on these tractors. There's one center one in the front, and one on each side on the tank. Lift that off. Set that aside. So what we're looking at here is the, sorry, a little bit of wiggle wobble there, is the governor. Get down in here. So there's your governor arm right here. So there's a shaft that comes out of the engine block right here in the center of your arm. So what we got to do is loosen this arm that's attached to the shaft with this nut and bolt here. And then we'll open the carburetor full throttle. And at the same time, we have to twist the governor shaft all the way to the right as far as we can, and then tighten them back up. Now, I may have to have a little help with this, or figure something out, because I don't know that I can hold open, turn shaft, and tighten all at the same time. So let me see if I can rig up something to hold the shaft open, and then I'll pick you back up. Or the arm open, and I'll pick you back up. All right, so what I did here is I'm holding the arm open. I took some of my wire off of a roll of welding wire. So I'm holding my carburetor arm open, and I did, actually, let me make sure, but I believe I already loosened this. Yeah, so this is already loose. So now I'm going to spin my governor shaft as far to the right as I can. Hard to see and hard to get in there and look at that, but well, now somebody has been messing with this, but you can tell this governor shaft is not. There we go. There we go. Now tighten it back up. This is where I need about 6 hands to do this. But once it's, let me get it started tightening back up so I'm not fighting it. So I'll verify it's turned one last time. Okay, so now we'll tighten it up. Okay. Now then, we can take this off and hopefully we fixed our problem. If not, well, we'll have to figure out what else it might be. I'm pretty sure that's what it was. So, all right. Let me get the garage door back open, because I have a heated garage, and unfortunately the garage is in the basement at this house. So if I run anything out here, our bedroom's right above the garage. So fumes go up through the ductwork and come out through our bedroom. So that's not real great. So anyway, let me get set back up here in a minute. I'll pick you guys back up. All right, it's getting kind of dark out and it's misting a little bit, but I'm gonna start her up here real quick and see how we're doing and see if it's any better. All right, that fixed our problem. I don't have to just barely pull out on the choke or throttle cable now, and it goes full throttle. I have a lot more throttle control now that I fixed that. So I'm very happy with that. Anyway, we'll get you back inside and get her back together and go from there. All right, we'll get her put back together here real quick, and then I'll grab my Kohler manual and show you guys where it talks about adjusting the governor arm. Really need to clean this old girl up some more, but for now she's all right. Back together. I'll grab my Kohler book and then I'll show you guys where it talks about that in the Kohler manual. Hold on just a minute. All right, here's my big Kohler's manual. It's pretty thick. Had it for quite a while. Several times I thought about getting rid of it because everything's online now, but I just can't bring myself to get rid of it. I also have all my wheel horse manuals up here that I refer to every now and then. So yeah, sometimes hard copy stuff is worth keeping around. So I do have the section marked for the, for the governor. So here in, let me see which one it is. I believe it's right here. So here's the section that talks about adjusting the governor. So it says, it's preset from the factory, but it shows you in those 3 steps right there exactly what I did to get it adjusted correctly back the way it should be from the factory. So yeah, pretty cool information. So if you get a chance to get one of those, I'd suggest getting it, but they're not cheap, I will tell you that. Fortunately for me, I was able to snag that one pretty cheap. So, but anyway, hopefully, I got one more thing I want to try to do to this thing before we put her back in the hole, and then we'll try to get the Electro 12 out and work on it a little bit. Well, here's the other thing I wanted to do to the old 753 is put a set of rear weights on it. Now, I do not have any original wheel horse weights. However, I do have two sets of these. Actually, this set here belongs to a buddy of mine. He's just not picked them up yet. So for those of you that don't know, these are row weights. I believe they were cast in Illinois in 1977. And I believe that's all Row did was make weights. Now the problem with these weights are, good and bad, they weigh 85 pounds each. And they are extremely heavy and hard to put on a tractor. You basically have to take the wheel and tire off, mount the weights, and then struggle to put the wheel and tire back on. Because I physically am not strong enough to hold the weights on there, put the carriage bolts in, and then tighten them down. Plus, I normally put these on my 520, but we've just not had enough snow this year, and it's so much of a struggle to put them on and take them off that I just didn't do it this year so far. We didn't have any snow last year to push. Actually, we did, but the only reason why I got the tractor out to push snow was to push the slush off my driveway so it wouldn't refreeze and create ruts and everything. But this year I did plow one time with the 520 so far. I don't know I'll be able to do it again because I just don't see us having much snow. So my theory, or not theory, my dilemma is, do I put these on? Sorry for the background noise. That's our loud beer fridge kicking in and out. Do I take the time and the struggle to put them on, or just leave them off? So I'm going to debate that for a few minutes, and then I'll pick you back up. Well, I've decided not to put the weights on right now, because two things are going to happen. Number one, my buddy's going to show up and say, I'll take my weights now, I was in the area. And I'm going to have to say, well, I got to take them off a tractor. And two, we're not going to get any more snow. Then I'm going to end up having to take them off anyway, because I'm not going to be able to use a tractor. So after having a nice cold beverage, you might say, I have decided against putting the wheel weights on because they're heavy, really heavy. So anyway, I think that's where this video is going to end. I will get back on the Electro 12 in another video, because I think I believe I need to find a new belt. I'd like to get that here before I do that. And I need to find an original. I think I have an original light switch, which is the toggle switch similar to what's found on like the GT14s. Actually, I think I can come over here in my parts. Yeah. So I need to test this one. But this is actually not it. This is for the double pole. I really don't want to use this because this is a new old stock version. This is for the lights. I don't want to use that. I've actually got two of them. I'm trying to save them. So I may go ahead and use, oh, here's one. Here's one. So I'm going to see if I can make sure this one works and try to put it in the tractor. I don't know if I can do this, but it goes right there in that square hole, rectangle hole. So yeah, I think that's different actually. That's the clip-in style and not the screw-in style. Huh. Learn something every day. So now I've got to find the other ones. And I actually think I found a company that makes those. So I'm going to check into that. That'll be the other video. I don't know why I'm doing all this now, because you don't need to do that now anyway. That's saved for the other video. Content for the other video. Anyway, once again, I'd like to thank everybody for watching, taking time out of your schedule and viewing my videos and my channel and subscribing to it. So thanks again. I appreciate it. So next video, we'll work on the old Electro 12. All right. We'll talk to you later.